obviously pick it up, read it. I'm pretty sure this book is going to be in my top 10 books of 2022. Mark my words, it's definitely going to be there. Hi everyone, my name is Sneha and welcome to my channel. In this video, we are planning to do a wrap up of all of the books that I read in the month of January of 2022. I read a total of 7 books this month, and I think it's a good start to the year. So the first book that I read this year is Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book, so this is where I start rambling because I'm distracted by the weather outside. Let me give you a gist of what this book is about. So we follow the life of Hannah Martin, who is going through a quarter life crisis and has decided to move back hometown with her friend. They both attend a party where, towards the end of the party, Hannah's friend asks her a question about leaving, and the answer that she gives pivots to possible realities for her. And Taylor Jenkins Reid writes alternate chapters of both of these versions of her life. We see how she navigates through her situations, fall in love, and how her relationship with her family and friends changes. It is a wonderfully written story about all possible scenarios and all possible perspectives that you can have in your life. This was also recommended to me by a good friend of mine. I'm pretty sure she gave it 5 stars, but I am giving it 3 just because it didn't do anything special for me, but it was a good read nonetheless. The second book on the list is Chalk Row by Sarah Ney. Sarah Ney is again a very special author for me. I remember reading her books back in 2020 and absolutely falling in love with the way she writes her characters. They're always so endearing and so lovable. Her books have been a hit and miss for me. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I don't. But I will always, or if I see a Serenade book, there's high chance that I will pick it up again. This is the first book in the Jock Heart series by Serenade. In this book, we have Scarlett and Sterling eating at a party, and she gets thrown out of the party, and Sterling is the one who is assigned to throw her out. But he ends up staying with her until her friends are ready to leave, and that just starts this ritual where she comes with her friends and stays with him. And it's a really fun read. But there are 2 things that I didn't like in this book. One is that I'm not like other girls trope, which is outdated, I would say. Also, the second thing would be that Sterling is a sort of hypocrite. He defends his friends and passes a lot of comments regarding Scarlett's friends when his friends are doing questionable stuff as well. And Scarlett didn't find it appropriate to point it out. But if you take that out, the ending is really sweet. It's a really cute story. But I gave it 2 stars. The next book that I read is Chalk Royal by the same author, Zarane. And this was again a miss for me. So we have Ashley and Ariel. I think her name is Ariel.
It wasn't, it was Georgie.
Okay. But he's from the UK. He's the son of a baron, I believe. And they end up going to Vegas. You can guess what happens next. I didn't find any chemistry with them. I did get bored midway, and hence the 2 out of 5 stars. Please don't write off Saturday because of the last 2 books that I read, because her writing is really, really good. It's just sometimes, maybe it's because it's a new adult. I'm kind of weaning off new adult. I really don't like reading about college romances anymore. So maybe it's that. But if you like college romances, Serena is a really good writer. If I find another book of hers, even if it is new adult, I will pick it up because she's such a comfort author for me. I might do that. Next book that I read is The Raven Boys from the Raven Cycle series written by Maggie Stiefwater. This book, I said I was reading off of new adult and YA, but this book is so good. We have the 4 boys, Gansey, Adam, Noah, and Ronan, who are going to this school in Henrietta, that's a town. We also have Blue, whose family is made up of psychics. So Blue herself is not psychic, but she has the power to enhance her family's psychic ability. And the blurb of the book does not give it justice. If Blue kisses her true love, that person will die. That's what the main crux of the blurb is. But there's so much more to this story. Gansey is there for a reason, and that is to find the secret of an ancient Welsh king. I'm not going to say any more because you have to read this book. These five people are on a mission to find the secrets that lay in Henrietta, and I'm reading the second book in the series right now, and I believe like it gets a while to get into the first book, and I think you should read at least 200 pages or so to get into what is actually happening. Obviously, pick it up, read it. I'm pretty sure this book is going to be in my top 10 books of 2022. Mark my words, it's definitely going to be there. I gave it 5. No surprise there. I gave it 5 stars. The next book that I read was Ruthless Creatures by J.T. Gessinger. And it is of the Queens and Monsters series, the first book in the series. I did not like this. So our main guy, Cage, buys the house right next to our leading lady, Nat, um, for a particular reason, which could be a spoiler, so I'm not going to say it out loud. This is very much insta love. The guy has stalker's tendencies. The girl's character is not fleshed out. She's supposed to be a teacher, but I don't. There's nothing that says that she's a teacher. It's very much physical. I didn't feel an emotional connection between them. Only decent thing for me that this guy does is chase away another person who was threatening our MC. Um, that's it. I haven't had the best of luck with mafia romances, so if you know any good ones, please just comment down below. I got so bored and I really just wanted this book to finish. So 1 out of 5 stars. And there are so many people who actually love this book. At one point, I even wondered if I was reading the same book that they were. 1 star. The next book that I read is The Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by Elizabeth O'Rourke. Elizabeth is in my top 5 authors list. I love her writing. There's something about the way she describes situations and feelings, their thoughts. It's just wonderfully articulate. And I love it. It's so beautifully written. And I've read almost every single book that she's published. But this book is not her best. I know it is really good. I think I would have definitely given it 4 stars. I think I did give it 4 stars and then reduced it to a 3. That is solely because her I've seen how good she is. So compared to her previous works, this just fell short for me. That is the only reason why I have reduced it to 3. Actually, it's a 3.5, but Goodreads. It's so well written. So this story is of Drew and Josh. Drew is Josh's brother's girlfriend, on and off girlfriend, and they did break up. The last they broke up, Drew did say that this was final. She doesn't want to continue with this relationship. So they're through, but her boyfriend's mum invited her to come in, join them for their family vacation. But then they realized that her boyfriend is stuck somewhere. So now it is Drew, Josh, and Josh's parents in an island in Hawaii. Elizabeth O'Rourke writes banter like no other. No other. The back and forth between the main leads are to die for. In any book that she writes, there is a lot of angst, there's a lot of steamy moments between these two, and Elizabeth O'Rourke knows how to just keep us wanting more. I gave this book 3 stars, but it is well worth the read, and Elizabeth O'Rourke's books are definitely underrated, at least for now. I hope she gets the hype that she deserves, because this lovely human being is giving us such gems. The next book I read is Pucked Over by Helena Hunting. Now, I had read Pucked, the first book in the series, back in 2020, and absolutely loved it. It was story of Violet, and I don't remember the guy's name, something starting with A. I don't remember. This is the 3rd book in the series, and I really like the story of Lily and Randy. Lily is fresh out of a long-term relationship, and Randy has had enough with one-night stands. And these two get together saying they don't want anything serious, they just want something casual, because they both are testing the waters. Obviously, things change, they fall in love, but this book has a miscommunication trope, which I think is it's very hard to do right. So I gave it 3 stars. Let me know in the comments below if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Also, if you have some good recommendations for me, do let me know. If you like this video and would like to see more, do like and subscribe. Until we see in my next video.